Hi everyone, Terry here. We're back with Simply Legal. But most importantly, I'm here to talk to you about the procedure under which you can take when a relative of yours dies intestate. What is dying intestate? In law, we have the law of succession, we have the law of tort, we have many of them. However, when we talk about someone dying intestate, it means someone has died without leaving a will behind. Now, this can be a man or a woman, and this can be towards their administration of their estate. An estate doesn't necessarily have to be a ranch, it doesn't have necessarily to be anything big. Your estate are basically your assets, your documents, your bank accounts, your money, whatever it is. What are letters of administration? Letters of administration are a document, a legally binding document that court issues to a person who is interested in partaking in the estate of someone who has just been deceased. Many times in Uganda, people do not know the law. People are not aware of these procedures. People don't know about these steps. But fortunately enough, Simply Legal is here to give you steps and procedures under which you can proceed. So just like I said before, letters of administration are documents that you apply to court for which they can give you a binding document which can then help you to administer the estate in a way that the deceased person would have administered their own estate. The laws important, or the laws which are necessary for you to help you understand this. We have the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda 1995 as amended. We have the Successions Act of Uganda, Cap 162. We have the Administrator General's Act, Cap 152. And then we also have case law and other presiding laws. Now, in Uganda, there are a number of steps which both are legal, both are non-legal. But the number one step is to have a family meeting. The family of the deceased person, in most cases it's a man, but it can also be a woman, is to have a family meeting. In that family meeting, they can now agree as to who is going to be the administrator of the estate. Then number two, once the meeting has been done, then the person who has been appointed to become the administrator of estate can then apply to court for a certificate of no objection. This is a very crucial step because once you've applied for a certificate of no objection, it will be published in a gazette. And therefore, anyone who would have any objection to how the estate should be run, whether the deceased person left any debts behind, then if there's no objection to any of that, then you're well on your way to getting your letters of administration. But that's not the final thing. The necessary documents that you're going to need are, you're going to need a list of the beneficiaries who the deceased was taking care of. It could be his wife, could be illegitimate children, could be his legitimate children, could be a brother, paying tuition for nephews, whatever it is. You're going to need a list of, you're going to need documentation of your national, you're going to need documentation for whatever it is that the estate was running under. It could also be debts, it could be liabilities, it could be assets. But still, that's not the final step. Still, there are a lot more things that you need to apply for a letter of administration. But before I continue, it's very important to know that this should be done within the time under which a person has just died. It could be a period within like 10 to 30 days. That means it actually takes us to our next step, which is to obtain the death certificate of the person who has just died. If a person who has just died is called, I will not mention any names, but it could be someone who has just died. You go to the morgue under which the person died. It could be in Sambia Hospital, it could be Rubaga, it could be Mulago. You obtain their death certificate because that means now you are someone who is maybe a relative or a close friend, someone who would administer the estate in the way that you would want, the way that the former person would want the estate to be administered. Then you also go and get your identification documents, which are national ID, a driving permit, a birth certificate, you the person who is applying for letters of administration. Therefore, this will be important because there the court will be able to know who is this person asking for to be administrator of the estate. Is this person Terry Kavuma? Then if he is, what's his identification to show? what does he need to prove? So you need identification documents. As we're going to the final steps, I'd like to tell you that this is still very important, because when you are going to apply for this administration, it needs to be done within a stipulated period of time. You cannot wait until 10 years and then you want to administer the deceased estate. After identification documents, you gather up all what is needed. You can choose a lawyer of your choosing, a lawyer of your choice, who will then draft for you a petition, which is then given to court. Now, you're drafting this petition to a competent court. Of course, all courts are competent, but in most cases, this is a high court that will give you letters of administration. Once you have applied, you've applied using this petition, of course accompanied with an affidavit, then you'll be waiting for 14 days to elapse to again get your certificate of no objection. Once no objection has been put out by anyone, then you now get your certificate of no objection, you have a petition, you now wait until another 14 days. After that, which is the most crucial step, court will then assess everything that you put into action. All the documents, all the time that you spent, the fact that no one has objected to the letter of administration. After that, then court will then summon you, and then finally they'll grant you letters of administration. So that is one of the most important things that you need to know when someone has died without leaving a will, and that's someone dying intestate. So this is just a typical iceberg of succession law, but more will come your way. For those of you who are new to my channel, feel free to hit the subscribe button. Those who are new to my channel also, feel free to hit me in the comment section. Those who are also new to my channel, feel free to hit me in the comment section and tell me about the future video you want me to talk about, and also what you thought about this video. Leave a comment in form of an objection, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.